Not much you can say about this loss. You were absolutely stomped on your home turf 40-7. There has only been one other time in the last century where the Patriots have lost by more than 30 at home, and it was actually last season. If the Chargers had scored at least 3 more points, this would have been the worst loss in franchise history at home. Not that you wanted the Patriots to win necessarily, but you didn't want this. This is embarrassing. This is prime time Saturday football, and you just got stomped on by Justin Herbert, Jim Harbaugh, J.K. Dobbins, and the Los Angeles Chargers. Not to mention, there were very, very, very few positives to take away from this ballgame. If anything, the only positive that this possibly could give some fans, depending on how you feel, is they may be one step closer to getting rid of Gerard Mayo because of how ugly this loss is. Despite only losing by 3 to the possible Super Bowl winners, the obvious Buffalo Bills last week, this is how you respond. This was a horrendous showing from Drake Maye, from receivers, from the defense, and you did have a couple of injuries in there, I know, which I will talk about here, but ultimately, Drake Maye, this wasn't him. 12 for 22 and 117 yards. I'm just going to double check here real quick, but I'm just going to go on a rant here for a second. That is his lowest. That is his lowest since he has started in week 6, his passing yards. That was honestly that was also his lowest completion percentage at 54%. He only averaged 5.3 yards per catch. He got sacked 4 times, not to mention. Drake Maye just had a horrendous game. I know that he tried his best with the offensive line that he was handed. I also know that Drake Maye did take a very nasty hit on the first drive on offense that he did go back to the locker room to be double-checked, but they did clear him and return him back into the ballgame. So you do hope that obviously nothing internally is going on. But for Drake Maye, this was obviously one of his worst showings. The only positive you could probably take away here from the Patriots offense was the fact that he hit his man, Pop Douglas, 4 receptions for 46 yards, with his longest being that 36-yard touchdown pass from Drake Maye, which he did throw on a free play. He heaved it down there. Pop Douglas catches it right on the goal line. That was probably the highlight of the day. You scored that in the first quarter, maybe the beginning of the second quarter, and then after that, that was your only score you had on the day. And I know there was a bit of a switch up here in terms of offense because Ramondre Stevenson actually got benched leading into this game. Because of his 7 fumbles that he has had over the season, Gerard Mayo finally said, look, you're going to sit here. So we did have Antonio Gibson carry most of the weight here in terms of the run defense, but in the run game, but 12 carries for 63 yards. I thought he did a really good job. His longest run, of course, being for 20 yards here, but that also came in garbage time once Jacoby Brissett was in the ballgame. Keep in mind, Taylor Heinicke played the entire fourth quarter. That's how bad this ball game was. I know you guys are trying to lose in terms of getting the best possible draft pick that you can, but I don't know if you wanted to lose this bad. But I have a question for you guys. Did you guys even want to win in Week 17? Because I didn't. I didn't want to come out here and beat the Chargers and possibly hinder our future. For what? For a losing season? I think you need to lose this game. You need to lose against the Bills. So no, I didn't really want to win this game either. But that's almost a franchise record. That's embarrassing, especially when you just lost the Bills by 3. So let me know if you guys actually wanted to win this ball game. Type Y for yes, type N for no. I know you always want to win because that's just how the Patriots fans work and that's how the franchise works. Obviously, you always want to win the ball game, but in this point, I'm okay with losing. I am okay with losing. In fact, I hope for it because I want that higher draft pick. I'll break down how bad the defense was here in just a minute because, man, oh man, it just wasn't a good day in New England. But before I do jump into that, I do want to go on ahead and tell you guys about our sponsor here on Patriots Today, and that is PrizePicks, the #1 daily fantasy sports app in America. I play PrizePicks every single game day, and I want you guys to join me along with 10 million active users right now. Not to mention, if you guys play and join right now All you guys have to do is just pick more or less on a player's projected stats, and you can win up to 1,000 times your money. PrizePicks does now offer MasterCard as well to make easy deposits, and withdrawals are super simple. I know I can get my money once my picks hit in as quickly as 15 minutes. Here are my PrizePicks for today's lineup. I do have T. Higgins to have a touchdown. I've got Josh Allen to have more than 1.5 passing touchdowns. Drake Maye obviously did not come through for me today. And then Ashton Genty to have more than half a rushing or receiving touchdown. Those are my PrizePicks. You guys can go on ahead and make yours by downloading the PrizePicks app, using promo code CLNS. That'll give you guys $50 instantly when you play your first $5 lineup. Download the PrizePicks app. Use promo code CLNS. That'll give you guys $50 instantly when you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks, run your game. Herbert had the game of his life. I mean, this offense could get anything they possibly wanted through the air. Now I'll talk about those injuries. Christian Gonzalez was ruled out in the first quarter after he took a hit to the head. He went back to the locker room. He did not return. Keon White also got banged up a few times, so he did end up coming back in. And then same thing with Devon Godchild. So there were a couple of injuries you do have to keep an eye on, and primarily Christian Gonzalez, because that is what I think, in my opinion, allowed Ladd McConkey to just have like a career high day. I don't even know if this is career high, but it looks like it. 8 receptions for 94 yards and 2 touchdowns, and his longest was a 40-yard bomb from Herbert to Ladd McConkey. And this really hurts, I think, a little bit more because you realize that the Chargers traded up with the Patriots to draft Ladd McConkey. You know who we got? Jalen Polk. So this one stings a little bit more because you can only imagine if they're calling Drake Maye the younger version of Justin Herbert, you can only imagine what Ladd McConkey could have done in the Patriots uniform, but I'm pretty sure he just showed us. In Gillette Stadium, he just showed us what he could do. J.K. Dobbins also came back from an injury this game and still rushed 76 yards. Our run defense, done. Our pass defense, non-existent. A touchdown for J.K. Dobbins, 76 yards, and they did have 19 carries. Overall, just a old-fashioned ass-whooping. This is just kind of how this game looked, and it's extremely unfortunate because you thought Patriots were going to come out here, at least give you somewhat of a good game. But it was probably the worst game since I watched the Jets in Week 3 with Jacoby Brissett. They had everything they possibly could have wanted. And I really want to point out one statistic right here. The time of possession, all right? I'm going to keep my finger right here. The Chargers had 40 minutes in this ball game. Patriots had 19 minutes on offense. Honestly, what are you supposed to do with less than 20 minutes of offense? I'd be more surprised if they had better stats with 19 minutes of time of possession. It's just so many things need to change. So many things need to change. And I know I said this multiple times during my stream, and I apologize because I know there are a lot of Patriots fans that want a different outcome here for the end of the year, but I want this season to be over. I want the Patriots to either win or lose against the Bills, which are probably not going to play their starters next week. And I want to look forward to the draft. I want to look forward to our $140 million in cap space. I don't want to watch this season anymore. That's not good football. It's not a good product, and I need something to change. It's hard. I know a lot of you guys feel the same way. It's hard to watch this team every Sunday. I give them an F. I give them an F for playing today. You can maybe give him a D- because Drake Maye put 7 on this board and it wasn't a shutout, but it's tough. It is very tough. Thank you guys so much, though, for tuning in and watching here on Saturday afternoon. For all those that did join the watch party, I really do appreciate it. But overall, go on ahead, grade the Patriots versus Chargers in the comment section down below. And through the good, bad, the ugly, we will be right here. So all you guys have to do is subscribe.